Hello and welcome to another edition of Mosaic, an African American perspective. I'm your host, Deborah Milo. Thanks for joining us today. For the last 27 years, Dee Richards has served in the Montgomery County Department of Fire and Rescue Services. She's a battalion chief with 7 fire stations under her command. And today we're going to talk to her about her career. Dee, welcome to Mosaic.
Oh, thank you so much.
So glad that you came.
It's nice meeting you as well. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much. Let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
So tell me about your firefighting career.
Wow, so you were saying 27 years, and I can't even believe, it seems like only yesterday. And I am not the traditional firefighter. When I was a little kid, I did not aspire to be a firefighter. So my career is kind of interesting. I went to Montgomery County Public Schools. I went to college at James Madison University and actually graduated from the University of the District of Columbia.
Okay.
And really didn't know. I knew that I loved my community. I knew that I loved helping people, but didn't really know what my fit was.
Okay.
And I actually was recruited. Somebody told me about a volunteer opportunity at Fire Rescue and an opportunity to get involved. I knew I liked action. I knew I liked emergency service, kind of getting involved, didn't know how to do it. And so for me, it was, I was recruited. And the rest is history. I started out volunteering in Rockville, put in an application shortly thereafter, and 27 years later, here I am.
So talk a little bit about what this does for you as far as the real world events, because sometimes we see everything that's going on, in the press. We read the good and the bad and the ugly is what I call it. Talk a little bit about the training that it took to prepare you for the real world events.
So the training is a big deal.
I'm sure it is.
And it starts out, again, being recruited. Some people know that they want to do this job. The hiring process consists of being 18 years of age. I was a little bit older than that, being a U.S. citizen, and having a high school diploma. And then after that, shortly after that, and you work your way through the process, we have several different steps that consist of a written exam, an oral interview, a medical background check, and what we call our candidate physical ability test, or we often refer to it as CPAT. Once you pass all of those steps, then your academy session begins. And generally that can be anywhere from 19 to 20 plus weeks. Where they train you in the academy to become a firefighter, teach you the skills of firefighting.
That's a good amount of training because in most public safety venues, is that a typical amount of time for training?
That is a typical amount of time, and oftentimes, and quite regularly, Fire Chief Scott Goldstein is big on our training. And he wants us to train on a regular basis. So it doesn't stop there. I'd like to say that training starts the day you enter the academy and really doesn't end until you retire. You're always learning, always in the process of learning. And bearing in mind all of the events that are going on today, we have to be ever ready. We need to be responsive to all types of emergencies. So we like to think of ourselves as an all hazards fire department.
That's right.
Whether it be a fire emergency or a medical emergency or whatever position people find themselves in where they feel they need some help.
You mentioned something about how important the training is, and I wanted to ask you also, when I was a child growing up during the turn of the century, as it were, is what my kids like to tell me. Training was something that you had an opportunity to take advantage of. College education was. But I'm curious because as a child growing up, you really didn't hear about firemen training, so to speak. So I would say that continuing education is probably very, very important.
Continuing education is so important. And, one of the things, the county executive, Mr. Ike Leggett, wants us to be inclusive.
Yes.
And perhaps several years ago, when we were children, because I don't think the age is that much different, but when we were children, the fire department traditionally wasn't all-inclusive.
True.
And so the training was only known by a small group of people because there were only a small segment of the population who were firefighters. Now that we are all-inclusive and working to make our public safety agencies represent the community that we serve, we know more about training and how to train and how to gain access to training.
Mm-hmm.
Being here in the DC metropolitan area, we have access to wonderful
absolutely.
resources. We have our federal partners. We have the National Fire Academy, which is right up the road. So we have some wonderful opportunities, great institutions, Montgomery College, University of Maryland. We're all tuned in to the fact that fire service is a science.
And that's what I'm trying to get to. It is a science because, again, back when I was a kid, none of us knew about, fire service. We had friends that, of course, I want to be a fireman or I want to be a police officer when I grow up. But you don't know about there's an actual fire science.
Right. There is a fire science, and Montgomery College does a great job.
I've heard
kind of ushering us into that process. University of Maryland does a wonderful job. So again, wonderful resources right here. Being in Montgomery County, right here at our fingertips, and certainly many things that we can take advantage of.
So I have to ask you, are you athletic still for the most part?
Oh, Lord. I'd like to say yes.
That's
but
a good answer.
I have to tell you a funny story. So I was on vacation with the family, and my son saw a huge hill.
He's 9, right?
He's 9. He'll be 10 in November. And he wanted to race me up this hill. So me thinking that I'm still an athlete.
Of course.
So yeah, let's go.
Right.
My outcome wasn't that successful, so I don't know if I can say if I'm an athlete or not. He beat me by a pretty remarkable
He is 9.
distance. Right, yeah.
You got to keep that in
so
mind.
I'm going to say yes, but don't tell him I said that.
Right.
He may challenge me again.
I know the feeling. Your training, when you were going through the academy, how difficult was it? Because, I'm just looking at you going, you're svelte, you carry yourself so lovely, and I'm just amazed looking at you like she had to go through the fire academy.
You know what? We had some great instructors.
I'm sure.
And the fire service, we have become a more educated fire service.
True.
And so what we've learned is that we don't have to do everything by brute force anymore, that there are techniques. And that's something, even now, our wonderful CPAT mentors, or the people who get you ready for the candidate physical ability test, they're wonderful. And they teach you techniques to being successful in passing the test and to be successful in the job. Carrying techniques, for example, we know, being a female, we know that our strength tends to be in our hips.
In our hips, yes.
And so we've learned to make some carry some things so they have a lower center of gravity. And it really has been an improvement to the fire service as a whole. I'd like to think we've lessened the amount of injuries when it comes to back injuries, some carrying injuries, because we've improved as a whole. We've become more educated as a fire service and made improvements for everybody.
That's very positive to hear, because typically you don't hear that because we don't think about training in those terms.
Right.
That it changes throughout the years and it gets better as time moves on, and that's good to hear.
That is true.
I want to talk a little bit about the private side or the personal side of D.
Okay.
Tell me about the church you go to is Community
Olive Branch.
Olive Branch
Community Church, right in Olney.
Okay,
yes.
right in Olney.
Yes.
Tell me, does that help you to center?
So my church is, for me and my family, is wonderful. They are an extended part of my family. They are so supportive. And we are constantly, day by day, Sunday after Sunday, surrounded by some amazing people. So I stand on all of their shoulders. The fact that I'm a battalion chief here in Montgomery County and in the fire service is not just me alone.
That's right.
I am made up of so many different people who have sown positive seeds into me. Not only my church family, my community, my parents live in the Leisure World community.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And so teachers, counselors, my church members, they just all pour so much positive energy into me and really make me the person I am today. So in that respect, it's easy for me to give back to my community and easy for me to want to be a positive part of that community. And I can't go without saying that I don't have a wonderful support group at home. I have a wonderful husband who allows me the space to grow and to try new things and to be the first. And the things that come along with that. He's wonderful. I have a wonderful son who has been brought up not really knowing anything different.
Good.
He's used to mom being on shift work, away from home for large blocks of time. So I'm wonderfully supported. And I don't feel that it's been that much of a challenge.
I'm glad to hear that, and the reason I asked that question is because I know that, we have to process stress, and I can imagine that your job is probably one, your career rather, is probably one that does have a certain amount of stress to it.
That is true.
Both good and both bad.
That's true.
We all
That's true.
do. So that's why I was wondering and curious about that. Talk a little bit about those that who are looking at careers in public safety and fire service especially. Talk a little bit about how one can go about becoming involved and engaged.
So, our academy, we can teach the firefighting skills. We can teach you how to be an emergency medical technician. What we can't teach is how to be nice. So we're looking for people who have a willingness to get involved, people who want to help, people who want to serve their community and make things better.
That part right there.
Right, and people who don't mind helping a neighbor.
Yes.
And for me, because I am a part of this community, it's very difficult to go out and do the wrong thing because I may see that person in the grocery store, I may see that person at my son's school.
I get that.
Or at my church.
Yes.
So I think when you're a part of the community, that it's easier. You're held accountable. So people who don't mind being held accountable, people who want to be a part, people who want to get involved and make a difference, those are the type of people we're looking for. We can help you along your way in developing your firefighting skills or your emergency medical technician skills. And I also would like to add that part of the hiring process is now giving preference to people who live right here in Montgomery County, in our community.
That's a positive piece. That's
sure,
great.
to get those people who have an urge to get them involved.
I like how you said the community part of it because, you and I grew up around the same time frame in the world, if you will.
Yes.
And that's part of who we are, that community piece.
Yes.
I think that's so important because it does help to develop us for us to become who we are. And when you add that component, I think, to anything to do with public service at any level, especially something as important as fire safety.
And I think one of the things that has happened now is with the diversity in the fire service.
True.
I know when I was a little girl, I did not aspire to be a firefighter. I didn't see anybody who looked like me.
Right.
And it made it difficult to imagine myself in that role. But hopefully I can provide a vision for someone else, and someone else can look at me and say, wow, if she can do it, I can do it. And I really am just your average community member.
You know what? But that's what makes it so special.
Sure.
That's what makes it so special. For those of you who've just tuned in, you're watching Mosaic, an African American perspective. I'm Deborah Milo, and my guest today is Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Services Battalion Chief Dee Richards. After a short break, we'll be back to talk more with Chief Richards about her exciting role.
If I got to go to college, oh my goodness. I like discovering new things. You get to see what works for you and what doesn't. That helps you evolve as a person. You get to make like a supernova of skill or talent or whatever it is. I've always wanted to go to college. I just feel like that's my destiny. My name is Queen, and I am your dividend.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry.
Just...
I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday. Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, swap us next Sunday. 60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
Welcome back to Mosaic, an African American perspective. I'm here with Montgomery County Battalion Chief Dee Richards, and we're talking about the great work she's doing. Dee, I want to talk a little bit about the recent, you were honored at the NAACP
Yes.
42nd Freedom Fund Gala,
Yes,
right?
quite an honor, yes.
Talk about that.
Wow, so it was something I wasn't quite expecting, but what an honor to be recognized. And again, I feel like I stand on so many people's shoulders. So many people have supported me and encouraged me until it's not just me that was receiving that award.
I
That
know
award
what you
was
mean.
for many people.
Right, right. I know it must have been such, like you said, it was unexpected for
Yes.
you, and it was just, were you nervous? How did you feel?
You know what? It was it went by so quickly.
It does.
I wasn't nervous.
Mm-hmm.
I think I actually felt a little emotional. And that's totally unlike me. When I was standing there and just thinking about the support I've gotten and the love
Oh,
I've
of
received
course.
over the years, I felt a little emotional, but that was it. I wasn't nervous at all.
That's a reason to be emotional. Like you said, you're standing on the shoulders of so many
people.
and the great work that you're privileged to be able to go forth and do.
Right, and because I'm a Montgomery County resident,
Mm-hmm.
there's so many people in that audience that I knew since I was a little girl.
Oh, that
Since
must
I
have
was
been
my son's
wonderful.
age. People, my best friend's parents were
So
in the
just
audience.
20 years ago, right?
Just, 10.
10 years
Right.
ago, there you go.
Right, but so many people were there to support me.
I want to talk a little bit about the work that you do with the seniors in the community, about educating seniors
Yes.
about the importance of fire safety. Can
Yes.
you talk a little bit about that?
Sure, so that is a very important topic, and we know that with some 2013 statistics let us know that our older adults are much more vulnerable.
True.
And so I have a few notes here that just say that the older American or our senior Americans are represented about 14% of the United States population. However, they suffer 36% of fire-related deaths. We need to fix
36%.
that.
We need to
and
fix that,
we
yes.
need to do something about that. And so we need to work hard to educate those people who are aging in place. We need to work hard with people who have, a lot of people now in our community are living with parents who are aging.
That's true.
And how to best assist them. And we also know that they have a 2.5 times greater risk of dying if they're involved in a fire. And if they're over the age of 85, it's 3.5 times. So we've got to do something to fix that. It's a high priority of County Executive Ike Leggett.
Yes,
It's
it
a
is.
high priority for our fire chief, and it's a
Right.
high priority for our fire service. We don't want to lose any members of our community to
Absolutely.
tragedy. So if we can get out there and talk about some of these safety tips, talk about our seniors who are aging in place, talk about the vial of life, just simply making a list of your medications, making a list of your emergency contacts, making a list of your allergies, making a list of your doctors, important information that we can see when we come into your home if there is an emergency. And if you can put it on a magnet right on your refrigerator, our firefighters are trained to look there. We call that our vial of life. And just taking care of our older community members and educating them. My parents live in the Leisure World community. And it's important that we let them know these statistics and talk to them about these safety tips. We want to remind them to sound the alarm, sound it early, keep a phone
That's right.
in the area where you sleep, keep a phone nearby, cell phones, keep them charged. We want to remind them that when you hear those alarms, exit early. We know that some of the people of our senior community have mobility issues, and we
True.
want them to get out quickly.
True.
We want to remind them to do drills, practice, talk to their family members about what it is that they're going to do, how they're going to get out, where they're going to meet. And we also want to talk to them about opening up windows. Do all the windows in your house open, things of that nature. So just keeping it safe and staying connected. staying connected and talking about these topics.
That last part, staying connected, is so important for seniors. It's important for all of us, of course, but it's especially important for seniors
Yes.
to do, because I can remember, growing up as a child. We
Yes.
talked about that earlier. Growing up as a child, you watched how neighbors looked out for one another.
Yes, and still so important.
And it's so very important, but unfortunately, I don't see it as much as I used to.
Yeah, and I think the other unfortunate part is, and nobody wants to think, nobody ever wants to imagine that they're going to have an emergency in their home.
Of course.
They don't, and they don't necessarily want to talk about or plan what to do if. But you have to talk about these things, and you have to plan ahead.
That's right.
And then put that plan into practice. Practice it. Talk about what you would do, and usually those people are much more prepared.
Years ago, do the fire professionals, I'll say, still go into the school system to talk to students about?
We take every opportunity we can to be involved in the community. That's such a big part of who we are. Our communities are an extension of us, and it is absolutely amazing. When 911 is called and 911 alarm is activated, it is absolutely amazing what our community members do prior to our arrival, because there are minutes that go by prior to our arrival, and our community members are amazing. Montgomery County citizens are amazing. So we do go to the schools, and we do try to connect, and we do try to be involved in safety in the neighborhood efforts. So don't be surprised if you see us out about in the community and just getting to know each other. We've also learned that these relationships are so important, so that when an emergency does happen, we're not seeing each other or meeting each other for the first time.
I think that that's very important as well. I really do. So talk a little bit about some of the things the county is doing overall with regard to getting the message out, fire and safety prevention.
Sure. So again, we have our Safety in the Neighborhood
Right.
effort. Oftentimes it takes place on a Saturday, and we try to go out and we will engage with the community, and you may see us in a bunch of different things. We have some stations that like to challenge people to a friendly game of kickball or something
Nice.
like that. You may see us in the mall handing out flyers.
I've seen that.
We may
yeah.
come to your neighborhood, to your house. We may go to the schools. We also have our senior outreach program. So anything that engages us, you may see us at the safety or at the pool. You may see us at a safety event, at a neighborhood block party, a multitude of things.
Community engagement is
Yes.
so important, and it sounds like that's exactly what the focus is,
Right,
as
and
it should
and
be.
let me just add that we recognize that our community, people in the community, our neighbors, are such strong partners. With the invention of Twitter and Facebook,
Oh yeah.
a lot of times they're seeing things, witnessing things before we are able to arrive on the scene. So those messages of safety and getting good messages out early are very important.
And
So
I'm
we
glad to hear
recognize our
that.
community partners and really want to connect with them.
I'm glad to hear that, because when you hear about the community, this is one of the beauties of Montgomery County.
Yes.
It is about the community.
Yes.
And I love that. I
Yes.
really, really do. So tell me something. What's next for Dee?
What's next for Dee? I don't know. I'll have to. I don't know that I've really thought that all the way out. I love the fire service. It has been
I know you
a wonderful,
do.
wonderful career. So staying a little bit longer doesn't seem
Not such a
impossible
bad
to me.
thing.
It doesn't seem like such a bad idea to me. But I realize that there is a young, energetic group coming in behind me, and I'm also not afraid of exploring the idea of what happens beyond the fire service. I still enjoy working. I love the fire service. I still enjoy working. So maybe somehow I can connect my fire service career with life outside the fire service. Being a mom is important.
Oh yes.
And I love going to games and being involved in the school, and I love doing those
It
things.
is a lot
so
of fun,
that's,
isn't it?
that's important, and I can't leave my husband out. I love spending
yeah.
time with him. Spending time with my parents, family is a big deal. So I don't know, maybe some combination thereof.
So I can see you doing some training with the family, gathered
yes,
at a family
yeah.
reunion.
Right, they probably think I'm over-prepared.
Sometimes over-prepared is better, to
Right,
say the least.
right.
Can you leave our viewers with any words of wisdom, pearls of wisdom about, making career choices and, fire safety, or anything about
Sure.
safety in general?
So don't count the fire service out. A lot of times, especially with females. and more specifically with African American females.
Yes.
It's not a career. We don't think about it as a career,
No,
but
we
it is a
don't.
choice. And if you feel inclined to be involved, to help make a difference, to change the community, get involved. Ask some questions. There are volunteer opportunities out there, which are wonderful opportunities, and there are also career opportunities out there. So get involved, ask questions. Also, it's summertime, and we have to be mindful of our summer safety.
Oh, yes.
We want to talk about and think about grill safety and maintenance for those grills and making sure that they're ready and making sure that the hoses are connected and making sure that they're safe to use. We want to avoid those kinds of accidents. And just general health and wellness, just general healthy living is so important. Heat emergencies.
Oh, yeah.
We've had some really hot days.
Yes.
Learn about heat emergencies and learn how to help somebody if they should be in that kind of distress. Montgomery County has about a 60% save rate with its CPR. Amazing.
60%,
And
okay.
right, but that starts with the folks in our community.
That's
it
right.
doesn't start with fire
That's
rescue.
right.
So consider CPR training and getting involved that way. Call 911 early. And the old saying, if you see something, say something. Right. And get folks involved early. Don't take on the role of maybe somebody else will call, or I'll leave that to somebody else. Our firefighters, they're fast, they're quick, and they're nice. And so if it's nothing, we'll help a person work through that process,
Right.
but we'd rather you call.
Such good information and so many important tips. Dee, I cannot thank you enough for coming on today's show.
Oh, thank you so much for having
It is truly
me.
personally an honor
Thank
to be
you.
able to meet you. I
Thank
heard
you.
so many wonderful things
Well,
about
thank
you,
you.
but having the chance now to meet you and really see you in person, everything
Oh,
was
thank you so
absolutely
much
true.
for having me. I appreciate it.
Unfortunately, that's about all we have time for today. I'd like to thank our guest, Battalion Chief Dee Richards, for joining us today. And County friends, as always, thank you for tuning in. Please join us again next month for another edition of Mosaic, an African American Perspective. Till next time, make it a great day.
Two outs with a runner on first base. Now the big guy comes up to bat, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 homers. The first pitch is fouled into the
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Have you ever had a question about saving energy in your home but didn't know where to turn? Just ask the expert.
Summer is finally here, and these warm days are going to drive up your utility bill. What you can do to save money and energy this summer is to make sure your cooling system is well maintained. Changing out your air filter regularly, at least once every 3 months, will improve your airflow and help keep your system's components from working too hard. We also recommend having your cooling system checked and cleaned, both indoors and outdoors, to ensure it is operating as designed. Have your contractor check the air ducts to make sure they're not leaking or worse, disconnected. Sealing duct leaks can improve your system's performance by 20% or more. For more ways to keep cool, save energy, and fight climate change, visit EnergyStar.gov.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it.
I know. Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Last summer, my new dad took me on vacation. First, we went deep sea fishing.
I'm so proud of you, son.
Then, we went on Thundershark 3 times.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.